Set. You better bring it. You better bring it.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
You better be afraid of me. You better be.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On 1st down, Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Ready to break. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Drop deep, drop deep. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. 80 weapons. Steve Griffin.
Now Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. After the sack on first down, Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone, how a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson, flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got room. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards on the ground. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he takes it in for a Colts score. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. Goodbye, Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From just shy of midfield, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Let's go, D. Switch.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It's caught. It's Miller. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun, Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here we go with Johnson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
He was brought down by Patrick Onwuasor. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll try and run with Wilson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Jeff Wilson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey. Motion. Hey, Echo. Mike 51. I'm scared. Greystone, travel. Mike 51. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Whip.
They'll run with Muhammad. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, and pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead they said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
On first down, Muhammad. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop. On second down, Muhammad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Any weapon. Yep. I got him. On me. 51. Hey, wahoo. Nice, sweetheart. Go, Mike 51. Stop.
Throwing his lock on third down. He finds Beckham, complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On third down, Muhammad. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Go.
On third down, Locke. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
X3, 218, chop, get it.
10th carry now for Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set 70, Indy. Pilot, 64, weak. They're running it. Check, 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 check. Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, orbit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now this time, Locke will throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Slam, slam, slam. Dash, dash, dash. Go, go, go now.
On 1st down, Watson. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Houston. 47 yards. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
They'll run again with Wilson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Jeff Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Check 52.
On second down, Elliott. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Ready, set. Recon, 132 fighter. Check, check. Fresno. Hey! He's coming to you. Motion. Hey. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down. On second down now. Muhammad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes. Folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. All you get on the head. Bang. Shoot.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
At the 18-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Back to throw, Watson. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. He finds his man Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Ronald Darby. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. On 2nd down, Muhammad. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
Here we go. Check safety. You draw 4th. Get up. 45.
They'll run it with Elliott. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Gostkowski for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Colts 27, Texans 17. Roberto Sanchez sets the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying.
And Gary's man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. Watson on 1st down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop. Here's Watson on 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Texans first down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Watson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. There he goes, right side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah. Hey, Foxtrot. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Back to throw. Lock. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. In on the tackle, it was Duke Ejiofor. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the screen. He's checking. Crash. General West. 55. You don't see me in your night. Ready?
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Switch. 22-jet bomber. Check nickel. Hey. High 7. Look at me. Zipper. Right here. 41's the mic. Bravo. Let's go. Mike 41. So don't say nothing. Say go.
Back to throw. Forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Campbell making the catch, but he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Texans defense stands tall. A throw out line to QT, complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Colts, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.